You're spending hundreds on survival gear you'll never use, while ignoring the one emergency that hits 2 to 3 times a year. Think about it. When was the last time you actually needed a bug-out bag versus the last time your power went out? Most preppers are obsessed with apocalyptic scenarios, but they're completely unprepared for the blackout that's probably going to happen next month. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to pack in a blackout bag that actually keeps your family safe during the most common emergency. We're giving you the complete checklist and a step-by-step system that works. Welcome to Prep Pantry, where we focus on practical preparedness for real-world emergencies. If you want no-nonsense survival tips that you'll actually use, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our guides. Let's be honest, most people who get into prepping immediately jump to the dramatic stuff. Zombie apocalypses, societal collapse, wilderness survival. And look, I get it. That stuff is exciting. But here's the reality check you need. Those events are incredibly rare. You know what's not rare? Power outages. In many areas across the country, blackouts happen 2 to 3 times every single year. Some last a few hours, others stretch into days. And yet, when the lights go out, most families are completely unprepared. They're stumbling around in the dark, digging through junk drawers looking for flashlights with dead batteries, trying to remember where they put the matches. This is where the blackout bag comes in. And this is where your prepping journey should actually start. Not with a $1,000 bug-out bag for an event that may never happen, with a simple, practical container that holds everything you need when the power goes out. So what exactly is a blackout bag? It's dead simple. It's one dedicated container. Could be a bag, a box, a bin, doesn't matter. What matters is that it's filled with all the tools and supplies you need during a power outage, and everything is in one place. That's it. No more frantic searching, no more panic. When the lights go out, you go to your blackout bag and you're ready. Why does this matter so much? Because during a blackout, time is everything. The safety risks are real. People get injured stumbling around in the dark. Candles get knocked over and start fires. In winter, homes without heat become dangerous fast, especially for children and elderly family members. And beyond the physical risks, there's the psychological impact. Blackouts are stressful, particularly for kids who aren't used to sudden disruptions. Having a system, having a plan, turns chaos into calm. It gives your family peace of mind because you're prepared. Now let's talk about what actually goes in this bag. We'll start with the obvious. You need light. When the power cuts out, darkness is your first problem. There are several options here, and each has pros and cons. A lot of people instinctively reach for candles. Emergency candles can burn for hours, and even cheap tea lights from the dollar store will give you some illumination. If you go the candle route, make sure you include candle stands for stability and safety, plus waterproof matches or Bic lighters to actually light them. But here's the issue with candles. They're risky. Open flames in a dark house, especially with children around, can be dangerous. The last thing you need during a blackout is a fire emergency on top of everything else. That's why flashlights are a better option. They're safer, more versatile, and you've got choices. First, there are directional lights. These are your standard handheld flashlights, compact LED models, and headlamps. They're perfect for focus tasks and navigating through dark spaces. If you're including these in your bag, make absolutely sure you pack extra batteries for each one. Dead flashlight equals useless flashlight. But the real game changer for blackouts is omnidirectional lights. These are lights that shine in all directions, illuminating entire rooms instead of just pointing at one spot. They free up your hands and make the whole space usable. Emergency glow sticks are fantastic for this. They last up to 12 hours, they're completely safe around children, and you can buy them in bulk for almost nothing. Just crack one, shake it up, and you've got reliable light for half a day. Battery-powered lanterns are another excellent omnidirectional option. A large lantern can light up an entire room, making it possible to read, play games, or just move around safely. Smaller lanterns work great too. You can give one to each family member, so everyone has their own personal light source. The key with any battery-powered option is always the same. Stock extra batteries, lots of them. Keep them in your blackout bag so you're never caught short. Here's why omnidirectional lights are genuinely the best choice for blackouts. They provide broad illumination that makes everything easier. Everyone can see, everyone can move around safely. The whole family stays comfortable, so stock up on glow sticks and lanterns and always keep spare batteries on hand. Next essential item, an emergency radio. This is non-negotiable. During a power outage, especially one caused by severe weather, tornadoes, hurricanes, flash floods, blizzards, you need access to information. You need to know what's happening. when the power might come back on, and whether there are additional dangers coming your way. An emergency radio keeps you connected to vital news and weather updates when everything else is down. Modern emergency radios are actually pretty impressive. Most come with built-in flashlights, which adds another layer of utility. When you're shopping for one, look for radios with multiple power options. You want replaceable batteries that are easy to swap out when needed, and you want a rechargeable battery that can be powered up via solar panels, a hand crank, or USB connection. And here's a feature that can be a genuine lifesaver. Some radios let you charge your cell phone using their battery. If you need to make an emergency call and your phone is dead, this capability could be critical. Beyond the practical stuff, having a radio also helps with morale. During extended outages, being able to play music or listen to something other than silence makes a huge difference in keeping spirits up. So yes, emergency radio goes in your blackout bag, period. If you live in a colder climate, here's something you might not have thought about. Hand warmers. When you lose power in winter, your home can turn into an icebox fast. Hand warmers or pocket warmers are a simple, cheap solution that provides individual heat for up to 24 hours. Stock at least one per person in your household, but honestly, consider buying a whole box to cover worst-case scenarios. They're small, they last forever in storage, and when you need them, you'll be incredibly glad you have them. Now let's talk about something people often forget: entertainment. Blackouts can be boring, really boring, especially for children. When kids get bored during stressful situations, they're more likely to engage in risky behavior or have meltdowns that make everything harder. To prevent this, include entertainment options in your blackout bag. A deck of cards is lightweight and provides endless game options. Books give people something to focus on. Board games work great for families. These items help pass the time and maintain a sense of normalcy until the lights come back on. Never underestimate the value of keeping people occupied and spirits high. Alright, so we've covered the basics for typical blackouts that last a few hours to maybe a day. But what if the power stays out longer? What if you're looking at several days without electricity? This is where you need to shift from short-term solutions to more sustainable options. Solar-powered lights become invaluable during extended blackouts. These are flashlights and lanterns that recharge during the day using sunlight, then provide light at night. This means you're not burning through disposable batteries constantly. You can keep using them day after day as long as the sun comes up. Look for hybrid light flashlights that feature both replaceable and rechargeable batteries with solar panels for daytime charging. These give you flexibility. You can use regular batteries in a pinch, but you can also recharge and save resources. Inflatable LED lanterns are another brilliant option. They're compact and easy to store when deflated, but they expand to provide broad illumination when you need them. Just leave them in a sunny window during the day, and they're ready to go at night. Consider getting one solar-powered lantern for each family member. That way, everyone has access to light throughout the outage, no matter how long it lasts. Next concern for extended blackouts: cooking. If the power is out for several days, your electric stove and microwave are useless. Your refrigerated food is probably going bad. You need a way to prepare hot meals. A propane camping stove is your solution here. It's simple, portable, and effective. You can boil water, cook soup, make pasta, or prepare freeze-dried meals. It gives you the ability to feed your family real, hot food even when the grid is down. Make sure you include the stove itself in your prep supplies, along with extra propane canisters. You don't want to run out of fuel halfway through a multi-day outage. Also pack waterproof matches or Bic lighters so you can actually ignite the stove, and pair your cooking equipment with easy-to-prepare foods. Freeze-dried camping meals are excellent because they only require boiling water. Canned soup is another great option. Ramen noodles are cheap, easy to store, and cook quickly. The idea is to have food that requires minimal preparation and can be made quickly on your camp stove. Now here's a concern that many people don't think about until it's too late: water. If your home uses a well with an electric pump, a blackout means no running water. None. You can't flush toilets, you can't wash dishes, and you can't drink from the tap. This is a serious problem. The CDC recommends storing 1 gallon of water per person per day for up to 3 days. That's your baseline. This water isn't just for drinking, it's also for cooking and basic sanitation. You don't necessarily need to keep this water in your blackout bag itself, but you absolutely need to have it stored somewhere accessible in your home. 1-gallon jugs are practical because they're easy to handle and store. Do the math for your family size and make sure you have enough water on hand before the next blackout hits. So let's bring this all together. How do you actually build your blackout bag? Here's the step-by-step process. First, choose your container. Pick a sturdy bag, box, or bin that's easy to carry and access. Label it clearly. Write blackout bag in big letters so everyone in your household knows exactly where to find it. This isn't the time for subtlety. Make it obvious. Second, gather your supplies. Here's your complete checklist. For light sources, you need flashlights, both directional and omnidirectional types. Include glow sticks, lanterns, and plenty of extra batteries. If you're using candles, add candle stands, matches, and lighters. For communication and information, pack your emergency emergency radio with multiple power options and device charging capability. For warmth, include hand warmers, one per person at a minimum, plus extras. For entertainment and morale, throw in a deck of cards, some books, and a board game or two. For extended outages, add solar-powered flashlights and lanterns so you have sustainable light sources. Include your propane camping stove, extra propane canisters, and waterproof matches or Bic lighters for cooking.
Stock easy-cook foods like freeze-dried meals, canned soup, and ramen noodles. And finally, store your water separately, 1 gallon per person per day for 3 days, kept somewhere accessible in your home. Third, store and maintain your system. Keep your blackout bag in a location everyone can access quickly. Don't stuff it in the back of a closet or up in the attic. It needs to be grabbable in seconds when the power goes out. Check your batteries and supplies regularly. Set a reminder every 6 months to go through the bag and replace anything that's expired or running low. And make absolutely sure everyone in your household knows how to use the items inside. Do a practice run if you need to. Show your kids how to activate a glow stick, how to turn on the lanterns, how to use the radio. Knowledge is worthless if people don't know they have it. Here's something else to consider once you've got your blackout bag sorted: your broader preparedness situation. While the blackout bag covers immediate needs, think about establishing a family communication plan for emergencies. Make sure everyone knows how to contact each other and where to meet if you're separated when disaster strikes. Keep a basic first aid kit in your home, stocked with bandages, antiseptics, and any necessary medications your family needs regularly. If it's financially feasible, consider investing in a backup generator or a power bank for critical devices like medical equipment or phones. And familiarize yourself with local emergency services and shelters. Know where to go if your home becomes unsafe during a prolonged outage. This kind of knowledge can save lives. There's also a psychological side to blackouts that's worth addressing. These events can be genuinely stressful, especially for children and people who aren't used to sudden disruptions. Your attitude as the prepared person makes all the difference. Stay calm, stay positive. Use those entertainment options we talked about to keep spirits high. Reassure your family members that you're prepared and everything is going to be okay. Music, games, and shared activities can actually turn a blackout from a crisis into an opportunity for family bonding. Use your emergency radio to play music, tell stories by lantern light, play card games. Create positive memories instead of traumatic ones. This is where preparedness goes beyond just having stuff. It's about maintaining morale and keeping your family together emotionally as well as physically. So here's the bottom line. Prepping doesn't have to be about doomsday scenarios or elaborate bug-out plans. The most practical, immediate step you can take right now is preparing for the next blackout. Because it's coming, maybe next month, maybe next week. By assembling a blackout bag, you ensure your family's safety, comfort, and peace of mind during one of the most common emergencies you'll actually face. Focus on reliable light sources. Maintain access to information through your emergency radio. Prepare for warmth in cold weather. Keep entertainment on hand for morale. Have the ability to cook hot meals and store enough water for your family's needs. Review and update your supplies regularly and involve your whole family in the process. With a well-stocked blackout bag, you'll be ready for whatever comes your way. No apocalypse required. This is practical prepping. This is prepping that actually works, and this is where your preparedness journey should start. If you found this guide helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Prep Pantry for more real-world survival tips. Drop a comment below and let us know what's going in your blackout bag. We'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, the best prepping starts with the basics.